My name is Dr. P.C. Patel, Professor and Chief Soil Health Specialist, Anand Agriculture University and Paru University, and Mati Agromart Private Limited, Anand, Gujarat. So today, the topic of my YouTube is maize production technologies in India for more profit. So you can see here how the COB model works. So they mobilize farmers, then buy the cob, then 1.5 days aggregate crops, half day require for fresh crops, half day require for dry grain, and half day require for delivery. So you can see the model of the successful cob. Then utilization pattern of maize in India. So in brewery, 1%, starch 11%, food 24%, cattle feed 11%, seed 1%, and poultry feed 52%. Then zero till maize after rice, maize on permanent bed after wheat, then maize plus pigeon pea. So you can see the grain maize, then maize plus cotton intercropping, then maize plus radish, then maize plus cauliflower. Then in Karnataka state in India, it is the first in maize production. So on state levels, the Karnataka state stood first in maize production. So you can see the different types of maize. So it is a green crops, you can see here. So in one plant, you can see two crops are there. Then value addition of maize. So fructose, glucose, then sorbitol, cornstarch, then popcorn are the value addition of maize. Then recipe of maize, you can see different recipe of maize prepare, and people have like this. So maize and climate change. Under the changing climate scenario, the limitation of rising temperature during grain filling of wheat, particularly in eastern India, and decline yield of boro rice in West Bengal and Orissa. Water scarcity areas in peninsular India, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, affecting yield of rabi rice, maize being a photo insensitive crop has better option for adaptation and mitigation of these climate changes. The maize is a best crop, photo insensitive crop. So peninsular India, that is Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, is considered to be a neutral environment for maize, wherein maize can be cultivated in either of the season. The maize crop can be sown throughout the year except last week of December and first week of January, as the temperature is very low. Therefore, it is emerging as a potential driving force for diversification of rice with rice maize and other maize-based high-value cropping system in water scarcity. Lowering of water table is a major concern in rice growing belt of India and making rice cultivation non-remunerative. So hence maize has emerged as a potential as well as a profitable crop in this area. The rabi rice in peninsular India and upland rice in Odisha and northeast regions low productive. Therefore, the maize is the only suitable water crop, and more area is likely to shift for maize cultivation near future in this non-traditional area. You know that wheat crop adversely affected with the terminal heat due to sudden rise in temperature during the crop growth and maturity, but this favors maize crop positively. So when the temperature is fluctuated, then maize crop really has not been affected, but when the temperature is rise, then wheat crop will be affected. So in view of the changing farming scenario in the country, maize has been emerging as one of the potential crop that addresses several issues like food and nutritional security, climate change, water scarcity, farming system, biofuel, etc. Further recent study by National Center for Agriculture Economics and Policy Research has shown that there is an increasing demand for maize in industry sector which caters the consumer need like textile, paper, glue, alcohol, confectionery, food processing, and pharmaceutical industry, etc., of which the demand kept in increasing with population pressure. So maize is called the queen of cereal because of demand and wide adaptation. The maize growing country, India ranked fourth in area and seventh production, representing around 4% of the world maize area and 2% of the total production. So the average productivity during the period has increased by 5.42 times from 547 kg per hectare to 2965 kg per hectare, while the area increased nearly by 3 times. Though the productivity in India is almost half of the world, the average per day productivity of India maize is at par with many lead maize producing countries. The maize is cultivated throughout the year in all the seasons of the country for various purposes, including grain, fodder, green crops, sweet corn, baby corn, popcorn in peri-urban areas. The predominant maize growing states that contribute more than 80% of the total maize production are Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Bihar, UP, Madhya Pradesh, and Himachal Pradesh. Then soils. Maize crop require well-drained soil and it require a higher water holding capacity, neutral pH. So ever low-lying field having poor drainage and field having a higher salinity. It does not tolerate salinity. Provision of proper drainage should be selected for cultivation of maize crop. Then time of sowing. So maize can be grown in all the season, Kharif monsoon, post-monsoon, Rabi, winter and spring. During Rabi and spring season to achieve higher yield at farmer field, irrigation facilities are required. So during Kharif season, it is desirable to complete sowing operation 12 to 15 days before the onset of monsoon. However, in rainfed area, sowing time should be coincide with onset of monsoon. So I am belong to Maisagar districts and our taluka is Lunawada. So in our area, the maize can be grown throughout the year, but we have observed that during the winter season, we are getting the higher crop production as compared to the monsoon, Kharif season and summer season. So optimum time of sowing in monsoon, last week of June to first fortnight of July. In Rabi winter, last week of October for intercropping and up to 15 November for sole crop. Then spring, first week of February. Then seed rate and plant geometry. So when you grow the maize crop for grain and normal and QPM, then seed rate is 20, the distance is 60 by 20 or 70 by 20. The plant population 83,333. Whereas when the spacing is increasing, the plant population 66,666. Then sweet corn, the seed rate requires 8 kg and the plant population is 53,333. When the plant geometry is 75 by 25 and 44,444 when the plants and row spacing 75 by 30. Then baby corn 25 kg, then popcorn 12 kg, distance 60 by 20. Then green corn, normal size, for that 20 kg seed rate is required. When you are get the distance is 70 by 20, then 66,666 plant population. And when there is a plant population narrow 60 by 20, then the plant population is 83,333. Then for the purpose, the seed rate is greater 50 kg and the distance also require less 30 by 10 centimeter. and the distance is 3,33,300. Because here we have to harvest the grain fodder. So when the maximum population of the maize, then we have to produce the maximum fodder. So in winter season, we have conducted a trial at Anand main forest station Anand, and we obtained more than 600 quintal per hectare in winter season. So I told that in winter season, the crop productivity of the either grain or fodder or popcorn, it is higher. Then seed treatment. So for the seed treatment, Bavistin plus Captan in 1:1 and rate of application 2 gram. So you can see here. Then tillage and crop establishment. So tillage and crop establishment is the key for achieving the optimum plant stand. That is the main driver of the crop yield. Maize is mainly sown directly through seed by using different methods of tillage and establishment, but during winters, where fields are not remain vacant in time till November, transplanting can be done successfully by raising the nursery. However, the sowing method establishment mainly depend on several factors. The complex interaction over time of seeding, soil, climate, biotic, machinery and management, seasons, cropping system, etc. So recently, resource conservation technology that includes several practices, that is zero tillage, minimum tillage, surface seeding, that came in practice in various maize-based cropping systems, and these are cost-effective and environment-friendly. Then tillage and crop establishment, raised bed planting, then zero tillage planting. So maize can be successfully grown without any primary tillage under no tillage situation with low cost of cultivation, higher farm profitability, and better resource use efficiency. Under such condition, one should ensure good soil moisture at sowing, and seed and fertilizer should be placed in band using zero-till seed cum fertilizer planter with furrow opener as per the soil texture and field condition. So it depends upon soil texture and field condition. The technology in place with the large number of farmers, particularly under rice, maize, and maize wheat system in peninsular and eastern India. Then conventional till flat planting, then furrow planting. So to prevent evaporized losses of water during spring season from the soil under flat as well as raised bed planting is higher, and hence crops suffer due to moisture stress. So under such situation condition, it is always advisable to grow maize in furrow for proper growth, seed setting, and higher productivity. So furrow planting is best planting, followed by zero-till planting. Then nutrient management. You know that maize crop is highly responsive to manures and chemical fertilizers. So maize general and hybrids are responsive to nutrient management applied either through organic or inorganic. The rate of nutrient application depends mainly on soil nutrient status, balance, and cropping system. Therefore, farmers are requested to carry out soil analysis to know the initial nutrient status of crop. The best place of soil analysis is Sowing Agri Clinic and Agri Laboratory, Bhavnagar, Gujarat, India. So I am working in this laboratory as a chief soil health specialist, and we have ICP OES scientific instrument having rupees 1 crores, and we are carried out the soil, water, and plant analysis. So response of maize to applied organic manure is notable, and hence indicated nutrient management is very important to achieve maximum maize production from immediate area and time. So don't reliable on manure, but you should have to integrate the nutrient, meaning farmyard manure, then chemical fertilizer, then biofertilizers. So when you mix all these things, then the crop productivity of the maize has been increased per unit area and time. Then the best place for soil, water, and plant analysis, I told you at Sowing Agri Clinic and Agri Laboratory at Bhavnagar, Gujarat. Though farmer can send soil, water, and plant sample through Amazon or Flipkart. Recently, we have started soil plant disease analysis, fungi, bacteria, nematode at Sowing Agri Clinic and Agri Laboratory so that farmer will take immediately plant protection measure in early stage of disease and they can increase the crop productivity. So address Sowing Agri Clinic and Agri Laboratory, Bhavnagar, Gujarat. Our website is seva.in. Our helpline number is +91 63 59 59 5959. So 4959. The nutrient management. So for a higher economic yield of maize application of 10 ton farmyard manure, but it should be well decomposed farm manure. 10 to 15 days prior to sowing, supplement with 150 to 180 kg nitrogen, 70 to 80 kg phosphorus, 70 to 80 kg potassium, and 25 kg zinc sulfate per hectare is recommended. But it depends upon your soil initial status. So first you have to carry out soil analysis, and then you have to apply the nutrient. Suppose your field phosphorus is sufficient, you have to apply less 25 to 50% less phosphorus. So soil analysis is very important. Full dose of phosphorus, potassium, and zinc should be applied as a basal, preferably drilling of fertilizer in bands along the seed using seed fertilizer drills. Nitrogen should be applied in 5 splits. So you remember that nitrogen should be applied in 5 splits and detail below for our crop productivity and use efficiency. Nitrogen application at grain fillings result in better grain filling. So nitrogen fertilizer should be applied in 5 splits for higher nitrogen use efficiency, and it helps in reducing loss of nitrogen through leaching and volatilization. So basal at sowing 20%, then full leaf stage 25%, 8 leaf stage 30%, tasseling stage 25%, and grain filling stage 5%. So suppose you have 100 kg nitrogen, then you have to apply 20 kg, 25 kg, 30 kg, 20 kg, and 5 kg. Suppose you are applying 100 kg urea per acre or per biga, then you have to split 5. So you can see that nitrogen requirement throughout the crop growth period. So you can see here seed, then germination. So throughout the life period, nitrogen is required. So we have to apply 5 split, and it is a fix on the basis of the carried out research. The nutrient deficiency in crop reduce yield, quality, and profit to the farmers. Yield can often be reduced 10 to 30% by deficiency of major nutrient before any clear symptoms of deficiency are observed in the field. So I told that when you are not carried out the soil analysis and you are grow the maize crop, then if you will find any deficiency of the nutrient, zinc, iron, manganese, copper, boron, and so on, then your crop production has been reduced 10 to 30%. So it is a great loss, and therefore I am requested to the farmer before sowing of the crop, carry out the soil analysis, and as per soil test value, you should have to apply major nutrients, secondary nutrients, and micronutrients for achieving the maximum crop production. So here you can see nitrogen deficiency, here phosphorus deficiency, here potassium deficiency, here zinc deficiency. When you know that a maize crop is very sensitive to zinc deficiency, and therefore on the basis of the research, the scientist, State Agriculture University of the Agriculture University has recommended 25 kg zinc sulfate per hectare. And when there is a zinc deficient in soil, then there is a internode length is short, plant remains stunted, and you are getting very low crop production. So you can see here it is a sufficient zinc plot, and here you can see the zinc deficient. Therefore, suppose you have not carried out the soil analysis and you sow the plant dwarf, then there is a deficiency of the zinc deficiency, and at the time you have to apply 0.5% foliar spray to the crops at 2 to 3 times for recovery of the zinc deficiency. Then sulfur deficiency, then copper deficiency, iron deficiency. You can see that in iron deficiency, you observe in top leaves, and the vein remain green and other portion become chlorotic, means yellow. Then magnesium deficiency, you can see the margin of the maize leaf has been chlorotic. Then manganese deficiency, here also chlorotic. Then water management. The irrigation water management depends on season. At about 80 to 100 of maize is cultivated during monsoon season, particularly under rainfall conditions. However, in areas with extra irrigation facility are available, depending on the rains and moisture holding capacity of the soil, irrigation should be applied as and when required by the crop, and first irrigation should be applied very carefully, wherein water should not overflow on the ridges beds. So don't give excess water when you are applying the first irrigation to the maize crop. In general, the irrigation should be applied in furrow up to 2/3 height of the ridges beds. Young seedling, knee-high stage, flowering and grain fillings are the most sensitive, that is critical stages for water stress, and hence irrigation should be ensured at this stage. Suppose you miss the one stage, critical stage or sensitive stage, then you lose the crop production. So it is a critical stage and you must have to apply the irrigation water during that critical or sensitive stages to obtain the maximum crop production of the maize. Then in raised bed planting system and limited irrigation water availability condition, the irrigation water can also be applied in alternate furrow to save more irrigation water. So I told that furrow sowing is very better. And suppose your quality of the water is not good, then you can apply the water alternative furrow. In rain-fed area, tide ridges are helpful in conserving the rainwater for its availability in the root zone for longer period. For winter maize, it is advisable to keep soil wet, frequent and mild irrigation during 15th December to 15th February to protect the crop from frost injury. So you know that when there is a too much cold, then there is a possibility of the frost. So at that time, we have to apply the irrigation continuously and keep the soil wet. So there is no any problem of the frost injury to the maize crops. Then weed management. So weeds are the serious problem in maize, particularly during Kharif monsoon season. They compete with maize for nutrient and cause yield loss to 35%. So weeding is required. Clean cultivation is very important. Therefore, timely weed management is needed for achieving higher yield. So atrazine, being a selective and broad spectrum herbicide in maize, check the emergence of wide spectrum of weeds. Pre-emergence application of atrazine at the rate of 1 to 1.5 kg active ingredient per hectare in 600 liter of water. Then alachlor, lasso, then metolachlor, dual at the rate of 1.5 to 2 kg active ingredient per hectare. Then pendimethalin form at the rate of 1 to 1.5 kg active ingredient per hectare are effective way for control of many annual and broad leaves of weeds in maize crops. So we have to keep the precaution while spraying. For areas where zero tillage is practiced, pre-plant application 10 to 15 days prior to seeding of non-selective herbicide, that is glyphosate at the rate of 1 kg active ingredient per hectare in 400 to 600 liter of water, or paraquat at the rate of 0.5 kg active ingredient per hectare in 600 liter of water is recommended to control the weeds. Under heavy weed infestation, post-emergence application of paraquat can also be done as a protective spray using hoods. Then crop protection. So you can see that in crop protection, first insect pest management, so stem borer. So for that, we have to use the carbafuran 3G at the rate of 10 kg per hectare, 2 times at 30 and 40 days after germination for effective and ecological management of stem borer. Then fall armyworm. So the recommendation has been made by the main maize research station, Godhra, Anand Agricultural University, Anand. So you can read this. Then soot fly, then control of soot fly, then termites, then other emerging pests, then disease management. So Turkicum lib blight, then Medivist lib blight. So the recommendation has been made by, I told that main maize dissertation on an agricultural university, Gujarat, Panchmal, Gujarat. Then Polyphora rust, then Bendel leaf and seed blight. So two recommendations has been made by main maize dissertation on an agricultural university, Gujarat, Panchmal, Gujarat. Then post-flowering stalk, rot of maize, then downy mildew. So average maize productivity of India during different years. So you can see that the productivity of the in India has been increased. So you can see that in 2017-18, the crop productivity of the maize grain is 30.70 quintal. But during 2020-21, the productivity quintal per hectare 31.99. Similarly, production has also been increased and area is also increasing. So the demand of the maize crop has been increased day by day. So cost and profit per acre. So the average cost per acre of maize cultivation is rupees 28,700. Maize yield 28 to 40 quintal per acre. Hybrids. The current market price of hybrid maize is rupees 1,800 per quintal. The total income is rupees 50,400 to 72,000. So it is a very profitable crop. Then the farmer get profit of rupees 21,700 to 43,300. So it is a very essential crop. Then I mention one thing here. At present, different company have started. They develop to erect variety. So I can show you, so you can understand. So you can see here, erect ear on healthy plant. So what happened? They previously the broad leaves and variety are spreading type of the maize is available. But the private company ProAgro, Monsanto, and other companies have developed the hybrid having erect type. And what is the advantage of this? You can sow the planting at 30 centimeter between two lines, and within a line you can keep 7.5 centimeter or 10 centimeter. So the crop productivity has been increased. So at present, the farmers are growing the erect type, and you know that I told that my native place is Maize, and the farmers are growing the maize crop for crops. You can find the crops throughout the year. So in about a 50-kilometer area, you will find the maize crops. And every time on the national highway from Baroda to uh, Rajasthan, you will find the farmers are selling the maize crops, and the cost is rupee 20 to 30 rupees per kg. So, and whatever the fodder left, that has been given directly to the dairy people, dairy farmers. So they are harvested themselves. And you are knowing that when we are taking the crop as a for cob purpose, then it will mature within 90 days, 85 or 90 days. So you can take 3 crops easily. So suppose you take the, you grow the crop for cob purpose, then you get the about 1 lakh rupees per acre. So you take 3 times crop in a 1 acre, then you get the about 2.5 to 3 lakhs profit from the maize crop. So it is very profitable. And wherever the city, then near the city, you can know that the peoples are now they take the crops, and it is a very remunerative crop. And I told that different items have been prepared from the maize crops. So you can see here different items are there, and a recipe of the maize is there. So you can see here. So it is a very remunerative crop. So if you like my video, then don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any problem related to maize cultivation, because I have cultivated the maize last 50 years. And I have observed that when you are carried out the internal culturing frequently, then the growth of the maize has been increased because maize root require the aeration. And when you are interculturing, then it not only improve the aeration, but it also remove the weeds. So weeding also, it is free from weeds and there is a better growth of the maize and you are getting the higher crop production. I remember that in our area, the local variety pharmaceutical, it is a very sweet, but at present, only few farmers are growing the pharmaceutical variety. But at present, the farmers switch over the hybrids because you know that in pharmaceutical, they are getting 1,000 to 2,000 kg per hectare, whereas in a hybrid, we are getting 7,000, 8,000 kg per hectare. So 3 to 4 times higher crop production, grain crop production in hybrid as compared to local, but local variety has a very tasty, very sweet, and you can only find in our area, Maisagar district, you can find the farm saberi. And when you prepare the bread from that farm saberi, then it is very tasty and you have to like it. So thank you very much again.